In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that actually matter when you're buying your first digital piano. And these 3 things will make or break your learning experience. I owned a local music school for 10 years with hundreds of students coming through my doors, and I've purchased dozens of digital pianos over and over. Different brands, different price points, different features. I've seen what works and what absolutely does not. So before you spend $1, let me walk you through exactly what to look for, what to avoid, and how to choose something that will help you learn faster and sound better from day one. Most beginners get stuck before they even start because buying a keyboard feels confusing. 61 keys versus 88, weighted versus semi-weighted, brands, buttons, it's a lot. But here's the truth, you don't need to spend thousands or research for weeks. If you understand these 3 things, you'll avoid every common beginner mistake and get something you can actually learn on. The first thing you need to look for is weighted keys. This is non-negotiable. If your keyboard doesn't have weighted keys, you're basically learning on a toy. Real pianos have resistance when you press the keys. There's weight, there's structure, and that's what trains your accuracy, your technique, and your finger strength. When the keys feel too flimsy or too light, it becomes way too easy to hit the wrong notes, and your hands never really develop the control they need. So skip anything that says light touch. Even semi-weighted isn't really enough. Look for fully weighted keys and your future self will thank you. The second thing to look for is 88 keys. This one isn't a strict requirement, but it's very strongly recommended. The full piano has 88 keys, and starting with the full range means you're never limited by the instrument. You won't have to modify songs, shift things around, or feel stuck once you start learning bigger songs. Now, if you're truly strapped for space, less keys can get you started, but just know that most adult learners outgrow that very quickly. So if you can get 88 keys, then get 88 keys. The third thing you need is a sustain pedal, and most keyboards come with a tiny square one that looks like this. You want a pedal that actually looks and feels like a real piano pedal. These are usually around $20 online and they make a huge difference. You're usually going to have to purchase that extra alongside your keyboard. The pedal is what gives your playing richness and warmth, and without it, everything sounds choppy. And that's not the experience you want when you're just starting out. So what else matters? Let's talk about the setup because this is where a lot of beginners also go wrong. Do not put your keyboard on a table or a random desk. The height will be off, your arms will be strained, and your technique will suffer. If your piano looks like this, like it looks like a real piano, you're all good. If it doesn't have a stand with it, invest in a proper keyboard stand and a bench. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something adjustable that keeps your hands and your arms in the right position. Technique matters so much more than you think, especially in the beginning. So now let's talk about brands because I know you're wondering. You don't need the fanciest digital piano on the market to get started. Beginners do incredibly well with the models from Casio, Yamaha, or Donner. They're reliable, affordable, and they have everything you need. Casio Privas are an excellent beginner option. Yamaha digital pianos tend to feel a little closer to an acoustic piano and can cost a little bit more. And Donner is a newer brand and it is very budget friendly. If you ever want something high-end down the road, Roland is my favorite, but you absolutely do not need that as a beginner. I'll put the links to some of my favorite beginner keyboards in the description so you can compare them easily. Now, how do you find a keyboard for cheap? This is also something most people don't realize. A lot of people are trying to get rid of their keyboards and digital pianos. I used to get calls constantly from families who just wanted someone to take theirs because they didn't want to move it. Your best places to check are Nextdoor, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist. Nextdoor is my #1 recommendation because I've had so many students find amazing keyboards from neighbors who just weren't using them anymore. You can either make a post asking if anyone is getting rid of a keyboard or browse the buy-sell section. And you'd be surprised, people give away perfectly good digital pianos for free as long as you pick them up. Just remember, whatever you find, check for the 3 things we talked about: weighted keys, 88 keys, and a proper sustain pedal. If you get those 3 right, the keyboard will support you for years. Look, I know that buying your first digital piano can feel overwhelming. There are so many models, so many features, and so many opinions. And it's really easy to think you need something expensive or complicated just to get started the right way. But you don't need bells and whistles, you don't need 200 sounds, built-in lessons, light-up keys, or a giant price tag. You just need the basics that actually help you learn the piano comfortably and correctly. And again, weighted keys, 88 keys, sustained pedal. That's it. I've helped hundreds of adult students start on simple, basic digital pianos, and they're doing amazing. Don't forget to check out the description of this video where I've linked some of my favorite digital pianos for you. And before you go keyboard shopping, I want you to be set up for success once you actually start playing. So if you want my free piano practice planner, comment practice planner below or grab it in the description of this video. It shows you how to learn your first chords, your first song, and build a routine you can actually stick to. Up next, I recommend watching this video. If you're just getting started on piano, this is the video you need to learn your very first song. And guess what? It's not a kiddie song, your first real song. So check it out here. And if this video helped you, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.